Welcome back, and in this episode we will take our sample and put some effects on it. And my favorite effect is halftime from Cable Guys. It's insane. It makes everything lo-fi. So let's put it on the sample, and we're gonna fiddling around with some different options here, but we can play the first one. Straight away it sounds dope. Now we want to record this, and to do so we want to create a new audio track, and we can call this sample halftime. Oops. And we can monitor it. That was my voice, but we need to, of course, to select the sample first. And then this time we need to use post FX. So we needed to go through the effects first and then record. So if we monitor this and listen to it, if we take pre-FX, we will hear it before the halftime. So make sure we have post FX here and arm to record and just record. And we can just cut it, so make it perfect 4-bar loop, right click and crop sample. We can take the name here, copy it, and we can also put on halftime. Or actually we don't have to, we can just name it the same. We will hear it something on it, we don't have to describe it. So let's move over to the next sample. And here we want to record the tail maybe. Or not. Cool, so let's record that as well. Crop, sample, and rename it. And the last one. We can change the volume a little of the sample, since I can see it's clipping, and we can change the effects on it as well. So let's try and loop it. Here we got the 3 samples. Cool, and now I would also remove the one I don't like the most. So we always trying to start with a lot of stuff and then make it less and less and less, and just pick the best one and kill your babies. That's a good rule when you're creating something. You know, you want to get stuck with all these things you create, but it's really good to just leave it sometimes. So I'm actually gonna delete this last one. So we got 2 samples. It's time to export them. And to do so, we can just press play on this first one. We can select this track. We can make it, put up the volume, and F11 file, export. And we can see here we can select a track. So we want to bounce the sample halftime, 4 bars, right? And we can, yeah, it looks good. Let's just export it and go into my samples. And here we can make a sample folder for our samples, and we can rename it. So actually, okay, let's write it. And let's save it. And then we play the second one and do the same thing. And now we can actually copy this before we export it. Sample halftime, export. Didn't work, so let's do it again. And save it. Let's open up the sample folder and let's listen to them. Perfect, so now we've got 2 samples and it's time for us to chop them up, and I'm gonna show you 2 ways to chop them. One is using a Serato sample inside Ableton, and the other one is using the Digitakt. So I see you in the next episode.